Hello everyone! Since we launched Dragonfly Cloud last year, many of you requested Terraform support to manage your environments with infrastructure as code workflows. Today, we're super excited to announce the official release of the Dragonfly Cloud Terraform provider. It is a major milestone in making our high-performance in-memory data infra efficient, cost-effective, and even simpler to use. And that's all driven by your feedback. Even better, we've submitted the provider to the OpenTofu registry as well. Just as Dragonfly is Redis compatible, your configurations will work seamlessly with both Terraform and OpenTofu, giving you the flexibility to choose the best tool for your workflow. Let's see an example using Terraform with Dragonfly Cloud. First, ensure you have a Dragonfly Cloud account. If you don't, simply visit dragonflydb.cloud to sign up. It only takes a minute or two. Now I will log in using my account. Once logged in, navigate to the Account tab at the top. Here you will find essential resources like users, API keys, and snapshot backups for your Dragonfly Cloud organization. Next, go to the API Keys tab to create a new API key for our Terraform operations. The API key ensures secure and authenticated access to Dragonfly Cloud resources. As you can see, we even have a Terraform dedicated permission category, which makes sure that necessary resources can be managed by Terraform seamlessly. Once the API key is generated, make sure it's copied and saved securely. You can see the permissions of this API key here as well. Now let's switch to the terminal and set the API key we just created as an environment variable. It should be named dfcloud API key. Here I also have a Terraform configuration file. In the first section of the file, we need to make sure that the Dragonfly Cloud Terraform provider is included. And that's it, our initial setup is complete. Let's put the Dragonfly Cloud console and the Terraform configuration file side by side to explore what we can do. First, we can give the data store a descriptive name. I will select Google Cloud as the cloud provider and set the region to US Central 1. Now I can replicate the exact same setup using Terraform by ensuring the configuration matches what you see in the Dragonfly Cloud console. Scrolling down, I will choose a 3 GB development instance with no replicas. Once again, we need to make sure the values align with what's in your Terraform configuration. In the Dragonfly Cloud console, I will hit Cancel since we won't create the data store over here. Instead, we will use Terraform to handle the deployment. Now back to the terminal where the Terraform configuration file is saved. From here, it is as straightforward as it gets. We will run Terraform init to initialize the setup and then Terraform apply. Terraform will provision the exact data store we configured earlier in Dragonfly Cloud. Let's give it a minute or two. Provisioning a data store in Dragonfly Cloud is incredibly fast. And it's ready now. Back to the Dragonfly Cloud console. Congratulations, our data store is already up and running. As always, we can test it by grabbing the public connection URI and sending Redis compatible commands like set and get. Imagine we've finished our proof of concept and we're ready to move to production, which requires a more powerful data store. We can achieve this by upgrading the existing one. Let's keep the data store name, but upgrade the memory size to 25 GB with the standard compute tier. Again, we will ensure the Terraform configuration reflects these changes. We will also enable cache mode, as this data store will be used as a high-performance cache. Additionally, I will add 2 replicas to ensure high availability for our production workload. Again, instead of upgrading in the Dragonfly Cloud console, we will apply the updated Terraform configuration file. Before applying, Terraform will show us the planned changes. After about a minute and a half, the upgraded data store is ready. It's worth noting that Dragonfly Cloud ensures zero downtime during the upgrade process. Now you can see our upgraded data store with 25 GB memory and 2 replicas is fully operational. That's it for the demo. Just a quick note, the Dragonfly Cloud Terraform provider is fully open source. And more examples can be found in our GitHub repo as well. While I showed you how to manage data stores, it is also able to handle other key resources like private networks and peering connections. If you're interested, check out our announcement blog post linked in the video description. You can also search for Dragonfly DB in the Terraform or OpenTofu registries. The provider and its documentation are easy to find. Take care and see you next time.